Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Treasures. Jack versus the Stack. Yes, we are back from Nashville. What an awesome meetup in Nashville. I had a great time. Tracy and I had so much fun in Nashville. Let me see something. What do I do for this? I am live. Okay, good. All right. I'm glad that I'm live. I appreciate being live. I just can't see any of the comments or don't even know if anybody is in here. Actually, nobody is in here. Well, guys, here we go. We are Jack's Treasure. I don't know if I'm even streaming live. This is Ken versus 10 2.0. Ken versus 10 2.0. We are back from Nashville. Tracy and I were in Nashville on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Nashville Meetup hosted by Ray, the Nashville Flipper. Guys, if you have a chance to see Ray or to ever have a chance to go to a meetup, I highly recommend it. It is an amazing thing to do. Here are some of the pictures from the meetup that Tracy and I just had so much fun going to the meetup and meeting such awesome people. This is that's me and Gulf Coast Pickers, Brian. That's the first time that we actually met live, but we did meet last year at last year's meetup. Gulf Coast Pickers, Ryan, that was on the first day. We were at the hotel lobby, and it's amazing how many people actually showed up to this thing, and people that you see on Whatnot all the time, or that you see on YouTube channels all of the time, and you see them in real life, and it's like almost surreal. It's like, oh my gosh, I watch all your stuff, all your content. Nobody came and said that to me at all, but it was still a lot of fun. But that's my friend Brian from Gulf Coast Pickers. Him and his wife Christine were an absolute blast. We got to spend a lot of time together. We went to dinner together on Saturday night, which was really good. My food was good. Everybody else had an issue with their food, and somebody ended up getting sick. Hey Brian, everyone that's on. Ken, it would only be you because it's me and you in the chat right now, and that would be it. How are you doing, Ken, my friend? I hope you are having an awesome time. I'm just trying to fill in some mighty big shoes right there, guys, and I'm not talking about the size of his feet. This is obviously Ken versus 10 time. Ken is still on the road. So I'm going to try to do the best that I can with going over Happy Picker is in the house too. I'm sorry, I can't even see some of the people that are in here. Let me take this one down right there. I can get a little bit bigger. Oh, there I am. My God. Happy Picker is in the house, man. We spent so much time with Happy and her husband. That's Lori and her husband, Kyle. That's just a great time. And then what ends up happening? Why did you look so tiny next to Brian? That's not even right, Tracy. Not even right. Tracy, I can remove you, and I can do that very easily, just letting you know. So Kyle and Lori, we had a great time. But I think on Thursday, we must have spent 2 hours chatting with Lori and Kyle. What a great time it was too. Got nicknamed the Grumpier Picker. So Kyle is the grumpy picker, I was the grumpier picker, and then Ray became the grumpiest picker. But I think it was because of all of the stuff that he had to do for the meetup. So he was just, oh my gosh. What a great host that he was, though. What an absolute host. So you're saying that I look tiny next to Brian? I don't think so. I don't think so. But let me pull up some more of the pictures that we have of the meetup, some of the people that we got. I'm trying to go from where we started. Oh, so here's from the meetup itself. Okay. At the meet and greet at Jolly Ollie's, I don't know if you guys might recognize this young man right here, but that is Tom on Scott the Gulf Coast Pickers channel. Okay, he was there. I think these are the ladies. Tracy, you might want to help me out with who the ladies are. I know they have their own. Yes, that is Tom. Tracy, you got to talk to him a lot. Which was great. That was the best part. That was one of the absolute best parts. And look at the skies, guys. This was the part that was the best. It had rained all day beforehand. Okay, can I turn down the background music a bit? I don't even know why it's on. Would that be here? I have background music. Why do I have background music? Okay, do I have background music anymore? I'm hoping I don't. Did that take it down? Somebody give me a thing on that one. I don't know the ladies. Tom's was my buddy. It is loud. No, you can hear it still. It's all okay. All right. I apologize for that. I was frantic trying to get all of this stuff all done, and it was just horrible. But going back to Friday night. It rained Friday during the day. It rained Friday during the day, and everybody was worried about, oh my gosh, Jolly Ollie's is outside and inside, but inside is a lot smaller than it was on that outside patio area. So on the outside patio area, which is where Tracy and I spent the most of our time, and most people were out there, the inside, it was very, very loud because it's small, but it was a great place to go in to be. Jolly Ollie's was 2 thumbs up in my book. 100%. But look at the sky over here. It was clear, guys. And you want to talk about a comfortable temperature? Oh my gosh, it wasn't hot at all. It was actually super, super cool outside. So we got to spend some time and meeting some people at the there. And then also what happened at the outside meetup. Let me get this picture. Here we go. I'm sorry, I don't have these things ready like I did before, but there you go. They were getting ready to set up for the resellers game show hosted by Joe I'd Flip That and his wife, Nicole, who are 2 of the best people you could ever meet. They were so nice to everybody. They gave away, I don't have any of them with me right now. They gave away a bunch of stuff. They gave away $100,000. There was a candy bar, but they did give away $100,000. But it was just a great event right there. They set it up. They did this live too, guys. That was the amazing part. They actually set it up and did it live. So that was cool in and of itself. And then we got to meet a bunch of new friends. Let me see if I could find another picture of the it was so hard because I didn't want to take pictures. I wanted to spend my time talking with people. So I kept forgetting to take pictures. And if y'all don't know, Tracy takes pictures of cats and I take pictures of everything around. So we didn't get hardly a lot of pictures until I started to just say, you know what, I got to take some pictures. This is something that was just so much fun to do and just so great. But there they had, the stage was set up. They had all of these prizes that they were doing. Just phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal. Let me get some other pictures that I have. Sorry, it's taking me so long. I'm not a professional at this at all. Here we go. Let's see. I don't even know what that. Oh, people that were coming brought their children. So feel free to bring your kids and stuff like that. That's the way to travel right there. This event really was for just about anyway. I got 2 pictures of Sky that was so close to a cat as I got. That is true. That is true. When Tracy and I looked at our phones to look at all of the pictures that we had, I had like 60 pictures. Tracy had 4, and that was it. And none of them were of me. They were Paul and Sky, and that was it. Me, I had pictures of all of the folks right there. So that was another one from the from the actual Jolly Ollies. It was hard to get pictures at Jolly Ollies because, one, I was absolutely fascinated with all of the people that were there. Okay, that was the best part. I mean, just seeing all of these people, as I said, that you saw live, or that you see on things. Let me see, where is that one picture at that I have that is so good? All right. He's going live later on today, guys. That is Mike Camparelli from Mike's Meetups. It's going live, I think, tonight at 8 o'clock to do his wrap up of the meetup. This is the second time that I've met Mike. The first time I met him was at Plains to Profit, and everybody knows what happened there. I got really, really sick. Mike is a great guy, though, guys. If you get a chance to meet Mike, definitely take that opportunity. Mike wanted to play a little bit of a trick on me, and he said, "Hey, I got one more picture for you to do." And I knew what was happening. So before that picture was taken, I gave Mike a peck on the cheek. No pictures of that, okay? But then Mike decided that, well, since I did that, he said I stole his idea, okay? So what ends up happening? I get a peck on the cheek from Mike, okay? Mike, I will cherish that always. I did get a picture of you and Ken and Gumby. You got 10 of them, by the way, baby. You got 10 pictures of me and Ken and Grumpy, the 3 old guys, okay? But there's Mike right there. And by the way, if you ever go to one of these meetups, always expect this to happen at a meetup also, that not only are you going to get these pictures, but you are also going to get photo bombs. Okay, so there you go. I kissed more. I did not. Mike kissed a lot of people too. We get photo bombed right there by Lysandra over at I Love Discounts. Absolutely great meeting her and her husband Tony. So there was a ton of photo bombing that was taking place at the meetup also. Just a bunch of photo bombs. It was great to I'm not trying to do that. There we go. It was just great to see that. Tracy photobombed all of the pictures because she said I didn't want to let her be in any of the pictures, which is a total lie. I love her when she's in any of my pictures. As I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be probably doing right now. Let's see, do that. Yeah, I did that one right there. I got to show you a picture though, because she said that I didn't get a picture of her and I, okay? And I did, okay? So you guys got to see the picture, because she goes, you didn't get a picture with me. I think I did. That's me and my baby right there at Jolly Ollie's right there, which I'm telling you, that was a fantastic venue to have a meetup at, okay? So there's a picture of me and my beautiful wife. She is here. She's in the other room. She didn't want to come out and be on camera today and stuff. So she said, you go in there and you wing it. And I said, oh, that's got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm currently getting a contact. Oh my God. I want to be outside. Actually, no, I don't. Okay. But yes, there's another picture from the meetup right there. These are all, by the way, these are all from my phone. Okay. It was just such a great meetup. So we met Mike at the meetup. He was amazing. I always love seeing Mike. So let's go to some of the other people that we met at the meetup. Let me see. Well, I got to go with this guy here. Okay. Here you go. All right. There is your host right there of the meetup. And as you'll notice, I'm in every one of these pictures because there was no way I was going to miss out on any of these pictures. Mary McQueen is in the house, guys. I met Mary McQueen at the meetup. Oh my gosh, did she shock me? She is amazing. I love Mary. Mary is one of the best people. I'm telling you right now, if you guys want to know anything about meetups, you need to go check out Mike Metco's Meetups and his co-host, Mary McQueen, okay, who Mary and Ken are, Ken, have a great time. I'm sorry, I haven't even done any of this yet. Oh, that was Mary. I got Mary on there. Oh, no, Mary, meeting you was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Ken, have a good time. Ken is in the St. Louis area. He is seeing the band Feel. So guys, if you get a chance, check out Feel. I think they have a Facebook page. It's called the band Feel. They are an amazing band right there. Ken and Jill go and see them all the time. Tracy and I are going to go see them sometime. You have a good time and you have a great time, my friend. By the way, this seat is yours next week. This is way too much pressure for little old me to hold on to an hour show talking myself. I know you guys are all surprised by that, but it is true. It is true that it is really hard for me to do these things. But that is Ray, the host. And I gotta put Mary. I love Mary McQueen, by the way, guys. If you guys have never met Mary McQueen, there's let me get Happy back in here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do him. I forgot to do everybody. I suck so bad at this. Here we go. There we go. So many people I actually didn't get to meet actually already counted. We are too. We are too, Lori. It's going to be an amazing one right there. And it was the same thing. It was like, gosh, there's so many people there. It was hard to get to meet everybody. It was really, really hard to get everybody, but I tried. I tried my very best. But that right there, that's Ray, the Nashville Picker, guys. He's the host of this thing. He put it together, him and his beautiful family. We got to go to church with his family on Sunday. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Tracy and I had a blast at the church. That was great. Just amazing. Yes, Ken, you will be back next week because I will not. Okay, I've fulfilled my lives for the week. I'm good on Whatnot on live, but not on YouTube live. I seem to be horrible at it. Let's go back to the Jack versus the Stack. I could do my Jack versus the Stack segment on what sold last week. Well, guys, last week on Ken versus 10, Jack versus the Stack, the item that we had for ours was the helmet of Power Rangers helmet. Well, the Power Rangers helmet did sell. There's the sales receipt for that one. I think we sold it for $167 right there. $100 for the helmet. So we won the Jack versus the Stack because we only had one item. Because I got to cheat and do it that way. Okay, I got to cheat and do it that way. But it was so much fun to do the meetup. I got to add back now. I'm back up there again because I absolutely just love Ray. And I think that's a very, very good picture of Ray, not me so much. But that's outside Jolly Ollie's again. You could just see that the weather was absolutely perfect. Wish I had these things a little bit better, more prepared, but I really, really wasn't. And here is the Afromone picture that Tracy was talking about that she put on her phone. These are the three old guys. Here we go, the three old guys. You got Ken, SSK promo. You got me, all right? And then you have the Gumby Man, the legendary Gumby Man, okay? He is a Whatnot seller, just extraordinaire. And he probably could talk both me and Ken under the table because that man can definitely talk. And I absolutely love the Gumby Man. And that was another one of my I got so many highlights from the thing. Spending time with Lori and Kyle, okay? Because it was alone time. We were the only ones in the lobby. And so we just hung out. We hung out for hours down there talking. And I don't think anybody else wanted to come down and meet us, but I didn't mind and stuff. I think you're missing an old guy there. If you're talking about Kyle, I don't know. I would never say that. You really look tiny. Thank you, Tracy. I love the fact that you are going to go ahead and sit here and just ridicule me the whole time. I love that I look so thin. I'm really not. I'm probably heavier than both of those two almost combined. Okay. And as far as age goes, I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm older than both of them. I think I'm older than both of them. Either that or Gumby's got me by 2 months. It's one of the two. I don't remember exactly. But we were on a Ray trading together, and he's older than Ken. That is true. That is true. Next time I will definitely have to get Kyle in that picture. Then we could all be the three old grumpier guys. There you go. We could be the three old grumpier guys. Me, Ken, Gumby, and Kyle. That would be awesome. But it is what's that say? Gumby has you by like a week. Oh yeah, he did. Oh, Mary's in the house. All right, I got to show you this one, guys. I got to show you this one. I got a picture with me and Mary because I was getting pictures with everybody that I could possibly think of. You want to talk about fun? Here you go, right here. There it is, right there. There's the fun, right there. Me and Mary McQueen. That was another one of the highlights of our trip because I knew Mary was coming, but every time I was looking for Mary, I never saw her. I was like, where is she? Where is she? I know she's here. I know she's here. And then finally, she said, Jack's Treasures. And I turned around and it was Mary. And I said, oh my gosh, it is Mary. And she shocked me more than anybody, okay? Because she is an amazing individual, by the way, guys. And just super supportive of everybody, not just me, but everybody in reselling. It was just great. Okay. But she looks really tall on video. She's not. She's not. I'm not going to say anything more, but she's not very tall on video, but she is amazing. Her and Ken are planning a meetup in Ohio. At least if I have anything to do about it, they're going to have a meetup in Ohio. And I told her that I was going to get a P.O. box in Ohio so that I could go to the Ohio Resellers Meetup, even though I don't live in Ohio. And we will be meeting. I got another picture with Mary McQueen. Hold on. Do I have another one with Mary McQueen? I think I do. Let me see. Let me see if I have another one with Mary. Oh, I do. Here we go. There you go. That was on the last day. We were at the Mexican restaurant for brunch or lunch after, well, brunch, I don't know what you call it, but it was after the church service. We met up with Mary and Mike again. Mike left without saying goodbye to me. So Mike, just a tad bit hurt, just a tad, a little bit and stuff, but it was just so chaotic. I'm almost positive that everybody was so a lot of people were just so gracious with their time, but it was so chaotic. There was no way to get to everybody. It really, really was. What Happy said about there were so many people there and it was so hard to meet everybody. Literally, I think Tracy and I are going to be trying to go again. And well, we are going to go again. I'm almost positive of that. And when we go, we're going to probably even come up an extra day so that we could spend some time with some of the people that were so busy. Like Ken and Jill, we hardly spent, I think, no more than 10 minutes with Ken and Jill. And it was fun because I knew that everybody was going to be needing that time for people that they just met. And even though that Ken and I, we talk on the phone a lot, we've only met twice live in person, and both times we're in Nashville. So I knew though that everybody wanted to talk to Ken, not so much me. I held off to the side. Literally, oh, let me quote T. Kim. T. Kim sent me, I might even have it. No, we were talking on the phone yesterday. She said, "You are so loud and overbearing on whatnot, but in person, you're very shy." She said that about me, that I'm a shy person. So there you go right there. Oh, and Mary McQueen, this right here, all I'm saying is the truth that you are 100% a supporter of everybody and very giving to the entire community. So thank you. We love you so much. Tracy and I do. We are going to be in Ohio. Tracy and I are going to Ohio. We're going to go to a citywide sale in Silva. Okay, Silva at the time. Ken and Joe was very late in the lobby. Yeah, gonna take a week to recover from the late nights and early morning. Man, Lori, you don't even want to know. I think Tracy and I slept the entire day on Monday. We just didn't even try to do anything at that time. So let's see. We've got a bunch more pictures. I got so many more pictures to go through, but I don't have them loaded. I had them preloaded, I had them preloaded, but then I sort of deleted it because I'm not very smart. Okay, let me see some of these other pictures that we have. You guys might recognize this guy here. There you go. I thought we got a picture. I got a picture of him in his hands. That is Todd right there, also from Scott's channel, The Bearded Picker. He was on it this morning. Might be on it still now. I'm not sure if Scott's still live on YouTube. If he is, check him out. But there's his hands right there. He was so funny. Great person to meet too, live. And of course, if I'm going to get pictures of the hands, I got to get pictures of the rest of the body too. There you go. There's Todd right there. Awesome to meet him. I did not know that he was even going to be there. So that was a happy time for us. It's just so much fun. I can't get over, and I can't just keep repeating myself, but if you have a chance to go to a meetup, man, go to the meetup. All right. You see some amazing folks and folks that you've never met before. Here's one. Okay. Angie Resells. I never met Angie Resells. I've seen her in chats. I knew of her. She was amazing. We met her. There's Ken and Jill in the back photobombing me. There's Ken and Jill right there. There's Ray. There's Lysandra right there. And that's Angie's Resell. This was out in front of the church. Just, again, great to meet people that you don't expect to meet too. That's another thing. And it's a highlight. It's a highlight of your trip. This couple right here was amazing. Let me see if I can find the picture that I'm looking for this couple right here. You guys are going to like them. There you go. That is Lysandra and her husband, Tony. They are I Love Discounts, and they made the trip special for us, Tracy and I. And the reason why they made it so special for Tracy and I is because they said that we were the highlights of the meetup. And I said, oh, no, we're not the highlights of any meetup at all. Yes, Lori, they were so fun. And if you go into their shows, Lysandra said, I normally am an introvert. I don't come out. Yeah. She photobombed me with Mike Medco. Okay. Then we had the best time with them, in the hotel lobby. And they just had so much fun and meeting them. We're going to be actually spending some time with them when we go to Ohio. We're going to spend a night near them. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But they're just great. They're nice people to talk to. And that was the best thing. That was the thing that was probably my funnest part, was just going around and talking to people, aside from getting in every picture, because you notice I'm in every picture so far I put up. A little bit of self-glorifying, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but I did a lot of that. I'm not in this one. Here we go. This is one that I'm not in, if I can get it to come up. There it is. Okay. There you go, with Chris, the Cajun reseller. Tom is over there, and Lauren from Homeschool Mama. That was right before the game show was about to start. They were all they were doing all of the giveaways. They were doing the giveaways, and I think a lot of them got underwear. I don't know. I didn't win anything, I could tell you that. But they had some of the best giveaways. Oh my gosh, they gave away a Yeti cooler. That was phenomenal. They did it like The Price is Right. And yes, definitely. There you go. Who is that redheaded guy? I don't even know. But that is Chris, the Cajun reseller. Great seeing him again. We literally saw him a month before. No, it was about 3 weeks before. About 3 weeks before we saw him at Peaches to Beaches. We got to go pick with them. We had a great time. I absolutely love Chris. And Chris was a guest on our podcast of Not Another Reselling Podcast, that we launched late. Because why? I suck. I left my computer at home. So I have, we were leaving to go, And I was like, oh, I don't need my computer. What do I need my computer for? Well, how about to launch your podcast that you recorded, you idiot? Yeah, I just completely forgot. And we get there and it's Saturday, and I'm like, okay, I got to get ready to launch the video for that we re-recorded with Chris. And so I get down and I sit down and I go through my pouch and I go, damn, I don't have my computer. It's all recorded on the computer. So we did have we launched it yesterday. It did well. Yes, it was a shameless plug, Tracy. Oh my gosh, you don't have to point it out. We are already talking about next year. I really hope Ray is ready. Yeah, no doubt. Ray, I think, is going to be recuperating for a couple of months, Mary. He's going to be recuperating for a couple of months. Yes, it was a shameless plug on my part, but you know what? I'm shameless. What can I say? I'm not in that picture though. So you have that. I have that going for me. I'm not in that picture right there. Let's see if I can find some other pictures that I have. Okay, because I did have these all ready to launch, but unfortunately, I lost them. Here's from the Mexican restaurant on the one day. Here's Happy. There's Happy Picker right here. Grumpy Picker's right there. Jill here. Four Seasons Picker was here. We met Four Seasons Picker, Ruth Ann. She's amazing. Another great seller at the meetup. Absolutely love meeting her. This is Kelly. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mary, Lori. I tried. You know, I'm not very good. I promise you, I'm not very good when it comes to pictures and stuff. But yes, I know that is her though. There you go. I don't know. Did we even get a selfie, Lori? I don't know if I did a selfie or not. You definitely photobombed some of my photos. Me? I did. I don't think I did. If I did, well, yeah, I probably did. I don't even know. But somebody, let's see the one that some other people photobombed, because people were photobombing pictures all over the place. Let me see. I think, let's see. Here we go. There you go. There's Angie Resells right there, photobombing us. She photobombed us on that one right there. That's me, Chris, and Jen of Jen's Multiverse. Another just highlight of going to the meetup was meeting Jen. That one was really great. There's Grumpy back there. And I can't really see the other folks and stuff, but that was a good picture that we got right there. Jen said that she didn't have any pictures of you, Chris, and you, and Jen. So I sent her one. I sent her that one right there. Let me see. I know I got some others that I got photobombed in. Oh, here's one. Who's photobombing back here? That would be Tracy. And me and Brendan. Tracy said that she didn't want her. Yes, the consignment chat girls. That's it. I got that one. I did get that one. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you doing that one right there. Those were the consignment chat girls in the other picture. This one, I think. That one right there. Yes. And they were nice. They were super, super nice. I think we had dinner with them too. That was an unintentional. I do not believe so, Tracy. If you look at you look sneaky. You look sneaky coming up on that one right there. There ain't no way that's unintentional. You know, you did that one all totally on your own. Okay. So yes, an intentional photo bomb from Mrs. Jack, hitting us up right there. Let's see. Oh, Joe, I'd flip that. I think I got another picture with Joe. I'd flip that. Here we go. Oh, I got photobombed on that one too. And who photobombed us on that one? Sky and Paul, the Philly Flipper. Okay. Paul, the Philly Flipper, was there with Sky. Another just amazing people to see, especially Sky. Okay, Sky is amazing. Absolutely love seeing her. Joe and Nicole, by the way, stole the show for sure. with their game show. If you've never seen it, check out his channel. It's Joe. I'd flip that, and he does wonderful. They do have a recording of one of the game shows. That one was great. I don't know if it's posted from the meetup yet. Yeah, there's no doubt. He is tall. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, when we saw Paul the first time out in the parking lot in front of the Chop Shop, which we ate at the Chop Shop on Thursday night, Paul gave me the biggest hug that he lifted me off the ground at least 2 feet. He is about a foot taller than me, but I don't know how he got me 2 feet off of the ground, but he did. And I'm like, damn, Paul, that is impressive right there. Yeah, it's easy for him to photobomb because he is tall. He definitely is that. Absolutely love Paul though. He was very good, very gracious with his time. Again, so many people wanted to come up and see him. That was fun. Let's see more from the meetup. Here we go. Got Brandon, and this is Paul's basically assistant, whatever you want to call her, the one who really runs the shows over there. That's Nikki's Corner, which we met Nikki last year when we went down to Florida. I absolutely loved Nikki's Corner. She was a lot of fun at the meetup. She wanted to go to the downtown on Saturday night, but man, downtown Saturday night, I will say, in Nashville on a Saturday night, downtown on Broad Street is probably the one place you don't want to be. There are more people there than there are in the entire state of Tennessee on one street, in Broad Street. It is a country nightclub scene. All of the clubs there are owned by country stars. And it's like Vegas country style. And there were a ton of people there. And so Tracy and I did not go. It's a younger person's one. So we hung out back at the hotel and we had a lot of good time at the hotel with everybody else. A lot of people hung out at the hotel. I think a lot of people went downtown. I know Dottie and Tracy from Lover Dogs and Vintage Thrifter took Flippin' Mimi, Texas and Jen's Multiverse to the downtown area. And they even said at that time, and that was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that it was packed down there. So we didn't go down to the downtown area, but we did have a good time going, meeting up with people in the lobby of the hotel. I think more people went down to the lobby of the hotel and just had a good time with that. So let's see. This is me and Flippin' Mimi, Texas, right there, which that was a highlight of one of our trips too, was seeing Flippin' Mimi, Texas. Kara is her name. And she has an amazing, amazing story. I don't think anybody went that at night except for Four Seasons. But yeah, Ruth Ann, definitely. That girl has a fire in her, man. She would go anywhere. There are 1,000 people in there. She's going to get her way in there. I think you're right, Chris. I think Jen and Flippin' Mimi, Texas were going to go, and then I think they didn't. I don't remember exactly, but everybody, because we went to the game room. We were all at the game room on Saturday night, which that was a lot of fun. I don't know if I don't have a picture from the game room because I didn't really, but these pictures right here, that's the game room right there when we were at the game room, and a picture with me and Paul right there. He's actually bending down. He might be standing, he might be on his knees. I don't know, because he doesn't look quite as tall in that one, but that's a picture with me and Paul at the game room right there. Here's another one from the game room. No, I got another one. There we go. That's me, Tracy, and mom of 2, which that one's wins. Most of your pictures were from there. I got to look at this one though. I missed the comment. Here we go. My son and I stayed at the arcade and then hung out with Mike and the locker room guys. it didn't even dawn on me you might be in the lobby since we stayed at a different hotel. Yeah, that's the one thing too, is there were a lot of, the hotel filled up really, really fast and the prices went through the roof. And then the prices came down again because people were canceling because then they had life happens and they couldn't make it to the meetups. I know one of them was shoot, Ladybug Latrell. Okay, they were going to meet up, and then they had a issue with their roof, and so that they couldn't make it from that. But so then hotel prices started to go down, and then it filled right back up again. So it was pretty cool to see a lot of the stuff. Meeting your son, by the way, Mary, again, thank him for his service. Mary McQuain's son, by the way, just letting you know, is a Marine, former Marine. So I appreciate that one so much because it is amazing. It is amazing. Was this one? He might have been on the stairs. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Chris. You're talking about this one here. Yeah, he might have been standing on the stairs, probably about 2 feet down. He might have even been standing on the lower level. He might have been on the lower level, and I was on the upper level to get even close to that one right there. But they had a miniature golf. There's miniature golf back over here. They had cornhole over here. They had beer pong over there. It was great. And again, the weather was phenomenal. The weather was phenomenal. So then you got that's another one with me and Tracy and mom of two, who I love. Mom of two, she came in from North Carolina. There was a lot of people that just came in from different areas. Here is Luna Lutz right there. Loved meeting Luna Lutz. She was amazing to meet up with and to see her. That was a surprise. I had no idea that she was coming in. Okay, there's Ken again. I had to introduce myself to Ken every time I saw him because he walked by me all the time. All right, let's see. Let me get another couple pictures up here. I know, there's one guy in every one of these pictures. I don't even know who that guy is. He must have been in every damn one. Here we go. That is me. Oh, look, who's photobombing now, Tracy? There you go, right there. And there's Apex Jeff. Okay, my friend Apex Jeff was there. And this is my nemesis, Cassandra, on Whatnot. I have battled Cassandra in 2 different battles. I've lost both times. Okay, the marshmallow challenge, that woman got 14 or 15 marshmallows in her mouth. Okay, I was able to get 8. So she destroyed me on that one. And then in the bracket battle, where we had 10 minutes to sell the most items that we could. In 10 minutes, Tracy and I sold 113 items in 10 minutes. Okay, we lost. Cassandra sold 133 items. Okay, so it was really, really hard to do that. Oh, welcome in right here to Nina Tink. It is great to see you in the show. Mary and Chris, saying hi to Mary and Chris, and Nina down here. Tracy saying hi because I'm awful at this and stuff. But she's an amazing person. Super sweet. Super sweet. And just a great person. So I love Cassandra. We actually ate dinner with Cassandra. I think when we ate dinner that time, we had it was me and Tracy, Nikki and her boyfriend Cam, Jimmy Old School Flips, Mom of Two, Chris the Cajun Reseller was there, Cassandra, and Paul the Philly Flipper. Did I leave anybody out, Tracy? I think I got everybody. That was at our table. And then at the other table was like everybody else. You had Ken over there, Ray the Nashville Flipper was over there, Brendan, Joe and Nicole, all of them were at that one table. I have bad visions. He renames people. You are now Nina. Did I call her a different name? Ruth Ann. Oh, yeah. Four Seasons picker. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yes. Ruth Ann was there also. All of them at that table. That was a very good meal. Again, great company. Just hanging out with them. So let's go over the event. So the event starts on Thursday. Or not Thursday, Friday. We were there Thursday night, and we got there Thursday afternoon, where we met up with Kyle and Lori and spent the time in the lobby with them. And then other people started to come around. Bearded Thrift King came around. Keith showed up around on that one. Ray came down there. Some other folks came down there that I'm sorry that I don't remember. It's not that you're not memorable. You're very memorable. It's just that I'm really old and I forget stuff. So Thursday was great. We spent a lot of time with Dottie and Tracy. We went to lunch with Dottie and Tracy. We went to the Bins. We went to McKay's and made up a ton. We made a lot of purchases from McKay's. I think Tracy and I maybe spent the most we'd ever spent at McKay's. Most of it was credit. So we had a bunch of McKay's credit. And then, so that was the first day. Second day, we got up and we started to go yard sailing. And when we went yard sailing, it started to rain. So we were stuck in rain for a little bit. And ooh, here's another good picture. There's me and my friend Ken at the Jolly Ollies. So we went back to the hotel because we were super exhausted from the night before. So we went back to the hotel. Am I right on that, Tracy? I don't even remember, but I think we went back to the hotel and we hanged out in the lobby. Oh no, then we went to lunch. We went to lunch at the pizza place, which was great. Oh my gosh, let me see if I have this picture. You guys are gonna love this one. Okay, I think I have a picture with. I had to photobomb. I had to get a picture with somebody. Let's see if I did it. If I might not have kept that picture yet. No, I didn't keep that one, but I took a picture with the waitress. But I have this picture, which is even better. That is Nicole from I'd Flip That. That's Joe and Nicole, and I'd Flip That. Nana Tink, I apologize, but I probably will call you Nina now because I get stuck with names, so I apologize for that. Nicole was amazing. Great fun. She brought Tracy, bring in the hat that she gave, that Nicole gave you. You know which one I do. I think you could even turn it on. I'll see if I can get Tracy to come in real quick at the end and stuff. But yes, Nicole and Joe were two of the most amazing people, and everybody made everybody feel so welcome. That was the one thing. Everybody made everybody feel so welcome. Everybody was so gracious with their time too, because it was such a big event, and there were so many people there, and so many people wanted a piece of the large YouTube community or the large whatnot community or whatever it may be. Okay. All right, guys, here it is. There it is. Howdy. Right there. And you can see it actually lights up around the rim. Okay. It lights up around the rim. And Nicole gave that to Tracy. It was awesome. It was actually awesome. Awesome. I can't even speak right now. I'm sorry. But yes, that is what. Oh, Mary says hello, Tracy.
Well, no, it wasn't just that she gave it to me. I felt like a cool girl. She came around and she put one on Jen and one on Kara and one on me. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes, exactly. Cool that's actually what ended up happening too, is that Nicole came around with the hats and she gave one to Jen's Multiverse, Kara, Flippin' Mimi, Texas, and Tracy. And Tracy felt like one of the cool kids at the time. And Nicole said, she goes, I'm giving one to all of my girls. So she gave one to those three. And then, everybody else, she did it with a lot of different people, and everybody felt just so welcome to be a part of this great event. I mean, that's what this show right here is all about. for today is just go to these events. Here is the aforementioned Ruth, Four Seasons picker, who, by the way, I got to tell this story on this one. We were doing a Whatnot show. Chris was in there. A lot of people were in there. Well, not a lot of people, because I don't ever get a lot of people in our shows, but Chris was in there, Cajun reseller, and I was selling Playboy magazines, or trying to. Okay. I had Chris in there. I had somebody else was in there. And then I had two people that were in there that were buying stuff. So they're buying it and everything. And this is Ruth Ann. Ruth Ann, Four Seasons picker, rated me and I was doing Playboy at the time. She rated me with her crowd, which was Disney. So here I am holding up these Playboy magazines, and a Disney group comes into my room. I just about fainted because I was already flustered over selling Playboy magazines, because you're not allowed to show any of the good pictures. I don't know. You're not allowed to show the pictures of the meetup. But yes, I was showing I could show the cover, because they don't do anything on the cover. And I would flip through it, and I had to tell everybody that there were no sticky pages. And I get rated with the Disney rate. I'm sure that the people from that show must have came into ours and was like, oh no, this is just not good. And here's another one. Ruth Ann says to me the first time that we met, because we met her the first day, is she said, I came to this meetup to meet two people, Paul the Philly Flipper and Tracy and I. And I was like, how can you compare me to Paul? I said, there's none. But she made us feel so good by just saying that. And that's probably one of the, yes, Chris was in the show right there when I was talking about. And of course, Chris is doing everything he can to make me blush. Okay. Sort of like yesterday. All right. Oh, I get to make the announcement. Yes. Tracy and I had Jack's Treasures had our graphic t-shirt battle, and we are still undefeated in the graphic t-shirt battle. Yesterday's victim, Levi 60, fell to Jack's Treasures because the last shirt that I ran was a big red chicken or rooster or whatever you want to call one of those particular animals and stuff. But yes, that was... we are undefeated. We are undefeated. So that was super special. Here's one right here where we got to have dinner, and you can see Tracy's over there at the far end sitting next to Jen's Multiverse. We had a dinner with Jen's Multiverse, Flippin' Mimi, Texas, Tracy and Dottie from Lover Dogs and Vintage Thrifter, Gulf Coast Pickers, his wife, Christine, Plush Queen, Bob and Amanda from Rocket City Resellers. And it was awesome. The meal sucked, okay? Kara's steak, this is Kara right here. Kara's steak, when it came out, literally looked like it had been under the heat light, for about 20 minutes. There was no moisture to it whatsoever. There was nothing to this thing. It was like a piece of beef jerky. Okay. She's had to send that one back. Amanda from Rocket City Resellers had to send hers back. Ryan had to send, no, Ryan's was good. Somebody else had to send one back. Tracy, who else had to send one back? I remember somebody else had to send one back. And then Jen's Multiverse got sick from eating there. And if you look behind us at the booths behind us, this is a Saturday night. These booths are empty. And now we know why. You don't want to go to this particular restaurant in Nashville, okay? Because it was, yes, Christine's. Christine's was another one that was awful. And so they all of them had to send their food back. Mine was okay. Mine was good. I think, and Tracy had a hamburger, and that was good. But Jen got sick. Kara had to send hers back. Christine had to send hers back. And it was just like everybody had to do that. Lori, you have a great day. I'll miss tonight's live with Mike, but I'll see you guys around. You definitely will. I think Tracy and I have a show later on Whatnot today if you want to pop in on that to see us. But we love seeing you. Lori, hopefully you can get back onto Whatnot, but check out Happy and Grumpy Pickers. They are absolutely phenomenal, and I love them to death. I really do. Grumpy is probably my favorite. He's got a shirt that we want so bad. I almost stole it off of his back. I tried to steal it off of his back. If the restaurant is not, especially on a Thursday, you'll be on Ryan's May the 4th Raid Train. Awesome. There you go, guys. Check out Happy Picker on Whatnot. She is Happy Picker on Whatnot. May the 4th, Ryan, Gulf Coast Pickers. This is Ryan right here, is having a May the 4th be with you Star Wars Raid Train on Sunday. I think we are on that raid train also. So you can definitely pop in on that one. Let's see if I can get a couple more pictures up before I got to go back to work. See if someone that we haven't really seen yet. Who is it that we have not really seen yet? We've seen Mike. We've seen Ben, Nicole, Grumpy. Here you go. Anybody recognize that young lady? She is amazingly fun. She was so fun to be with. We had so much fun seeing her. That is, of course, Kristen, Auroral Squirrel. She was in the house. Her lanyard, the lanyard that everybody got, which I don't have mine. I got it hanging up somewhere. It says it's a Auroral Squirrel lanyard. So that's amazing. I switched mine out because I have my own lanyards and I have a bunch of little cards that are with it now. So I have one from last year. I have one from Planes to Profit. And then I had one from this year. So I'm going to keep adding to mine. But meeting Kristen live, and we met Kristen last year, was another just amazing event. So those are some of the pictures that Tracy and I took, or that I took from the meetup. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I would go to that meetup 100 times over. I recommend it to anybody to go to a meetup. And if you want to know about meetups, check out Mike Medco's meetup YouTube channel. Him and Mary McQueen. They're going to be live tonight. Mary, are you going to be on tonight with him? Here's Mary. Let's see if I can get that to show up. There we go. Oh, that was Chris. What did Chris say? Yes. Okay. Mary will be on with Mike Medco tonight, where he's going to be talking about the meetup too. He went live at the meetup. And yes, I did appear, okay, because he shamed me because I was sick last time, and he still shamed me. He was like, I was really looking forward to Brian. And I'm like, Mike, you would not have wanted me to be there. It would have been a mess. He still shamed me on that one. So I did that. What did he say? Same Mary, we've been in the same Facebook group forever. You're one of the few who knows about my previous puppy. Oh, I didn't know you even had a puppy, Chris. See, Chris, you don't talk so much. You need to talk more, like me. But check out Mike Medco meetups tonight. Scott was on earlier. As a matter of fact, just about everybody on YouTube this week is talking about the meetup, except for us. We're not, because we suck. Okay. Except for this one, except for this show right here. This show right here. But on our weekly ones that we got to record for that, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I have no earthly idea, but we will be launching a video tonight. So check us out. We are Jack's Treasures on YouTube. We would love a subscribe, a follow, and a thumbs up. We got a thumbs down on one of our videos. That was unbelievable. I'm like, oh my God, we got haters. So nobody left a comment. Nobody left a comment. Oh my God, Chris, you're such a liar. You are such a liar. Chris did great. He was our guest on our podcast. Check it out. We launched it on Monday night. It was Not Another Reselling Podcast. We talk about live selling. Our podcast concentrates on live selling. So it's a lot of fun. We got our guests for this Sunday will be Dan and Demand. And then next Sunday, our guest is going to be someone extremely, extremely awesome. And he is probably, in my opinion, one of the best thinkers when it comes to reselling. He does research. His name is Jeremy from Green 13, and he will be our guest in 2 weeks. And then we have just a ton of people lined up to be guests on the show. I don't like haters. I don't like haters. Tracy thinks that I like haters. I do not like haters. Okay. But I do know that the bigger you get, the more people that you're going to get. That you can't please everybody. We try. Tracy and I try, but we can't beat everybody. We got reported on Whatnot because I sold an empty box. I did say it was an empty box. Like multiple times I said it was an empty box. As a matter of fact, in the title, it said empty. And then the last 2 words of the title said no control, no console. And he reported me to Whatnot. I won. Then he reported me to Facebook. He reported me on Facebook. That got pulled really, really fast because I think people, they sort of like defended us. So I love that people actually do that. Only people I actually know. He talks to me, or I should say he makes fun of me all the time on the show. But wrapping this one up, because I do actually have a lot of work to do. We have a show tonight. Guys, if you want to come and check out some of the stuff that we have on our show tonight, Tracy is loaded this thing up. That is a lot of this stuff right here is going to be on the show tonight. We got action figures, puzzles. We got some glass right down here. Another action figure right over there. A book set from Monster High. Popcorn jelly bean machine. We got a Loungefly starting off at $1. Loungefly starting off at $1. So if you guys aren't doing anything, come check us out tonight. Tracy, what time is our show? Because I don't know. You are. I agree. Okay, I got to put this one up. I got to put this one up right there. Chris is actually one of the genuine, really sweet resellers that I feel honored to say that I have spent a few meetups with him. Just don't let Chris know. I actually think he's the man. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of it. Okay, I got rid of it. All right. Yeah, we don't want to do anything with Chris like that. But Nina, I completely agree with you. I've only met him at one meetup. We did a little mini meetup when we did Peaches to Beaches. And hopefully that was a good, profitable meetup for you, Chris, on doing Peaches to Beaches. It was for us. And we are on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Whatnot. Check us out. We are Jack's Treasures on Whatnot. And we would love for you to come in. I'll be selling all of these things right here. I don't know what Tracy's got the starting price off on some of these. They're low starts. We always do low starts on our shows. And you'll want to come in and check us out. Again, check out Mike Medco's. And apparently we have a trip planned for Louisiana. Don't forget. I haven't forgot. I got to convince you. So we got to do a lot on Whatnot so that I can afford these trips that we're trying to do, because we are going to Ohio during the citywide sale in Silva in June. And I think we're meeting Michigan Grail Seekers also in June. And we're going to Cherokee in June. I think in June. Are we going in June? In June, we're going under that. In August, we are going to Greenville or Greensboro, North Carolina. So we'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina. And so we got some other plans. I am planning on going to Louisiana to see Chris. We also are planning a trip down to Florida, to Tampa and Orlando area to see some of our friends down there. And I think we're trying to do I think that might be it right now. That might be it for right now until we can get to the closer to the fall time. I will say we are planning to do a meetup in Georgia, but that's going to be in a little bit of a future. We are going to probably doing a local meetup this month. This month being May. In May, we're probably going. Yes, and we are going down to Pensacola. I do remember that. I got to go see my brother and my dad. My dad is going to be 90 years old this August, so I need to go down there and see my dad and my brother. My dad stays with my brother, so we will be going down to Pensacola. We got to go. Oh, Tracy, we got to go to Alabama too. Okay, we have to go to Alabama. I don't know when, but we got to go to Alabama. Everybody's invited us to go to Alabama. So let me go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Ken versus 10 will be back next week. Ken versus 10 will be back next week. I could promise you that because I don't want to do another one of these. I love doing these. We'll do one for our What Not Another Reselling podcast. We'll go live on that one probably next month sometime. But check out our podcast. Check out these meetups. Find out about the meetups from Mary McQueen and Mike Medco's meetups, who is just amazing. I love Mike to death. I absolutely do. So check them out. Check out YouTube for Chris Cajun Reseller and everybody else. And y'all have a super, super, super good day. Peace out.